Okay, so I'm going to talk about Winget today. Winget is simply just a application, a package manager. So you install your applications through Winget in command line. So later in the video, I'll show you a way to have a GUI, a front end to Winget if you don't like command line. But I spent a little bit of time in Linux, so now it grew on me. I like to work in command line now and then, not always. Anyway, this is a new installation of Windows in Proxmox just for testing. So let's get to it. So if you want to run Winget, it's part of Windows anyway. It's a Windows app. So let's go to command line, run it as administrator. Right. So to run Winget, you just type Winget and then a command. So why Winget? So Winget, like I said, is safer to use. Take for instance, if you want to download the application, you go to a website, download it, install it. You don't know if there's anything going on there or what, because there's no oversight really. And once you've installed it and you want to use it, it sometimes wants to update first before you can use it, and that's quite frustrating. But with Winget, you can actually update all your applications at once by using one command, and you don't have to worry about it. So I'm just going to show two commands in Winget. So one is Winget list. So it will list all the applications on your that's currently installed. So you can see this is from Microsoft Store terms. I just have to say yes, that you agree, and then it will list all the applications on here. See, in Windows Notepad and so on. So there's a bunch of stuff. So it can actually update all of this at once. Now I know this gets updated through Windows Update, but there is third-party application that doesn't get updated. So the nice command that you can run is obviously Winget upgrade. Now you can upgrade individual applications, say like just Notepad, type it in, or you can just upgrade everything. It will check if it's upgraded, it will just skip it. You say all and you can do it, upgrade from there. If you want a silent, so it's not going to ask you yes or no or anything, no interruptions, you can go silent, silent, and then you can actually force it to update as well. So this is a nice way to do it. Let's just see what it does. So it's gonna run through all this, see which one needs updating, and we'll show you the versions. Version available, you can see the two version numbers is different, so it's already those ones. Windows Terminal, app installer itself, dev home, and it's gonna start doing it. That's it. You don't have to worry about it. Don't have to worry about any of your applications, nothing. Right, but if you don't want to use command line, then there is another way to do it. So let's just open another window. Okay. So it's if you want the front end, the GUI. The GUI is called UnigetUI. It was WingetUI, but I changed it to Uniget. So it's still part of Winget, part of Windows. But I think it was created by was it created by Microsoft? I'm not sure, but anyway, it's legit. You can check it out yourself. So you can go to the website, just type in UnigetUI, it will go to Mari Clement or something. I don't know, maybe it's the creator. Or you can just install it straight from command line, which is actually easier. So I put that in. That's the ID of the Uniget UI, and it will actually install it. It's easy as that. Download, install it. I wonder if you can actually. Oops. Actually, get out of this. Probably not. I think even if you close it, it will still download in the background. So let that download, and then we can come back now. Okay, it looks like it's getting somewhere. This VM is a bit slow, and updating stuff. Okay, so this is all part of Uniget. Okay, let's see. Looks like it's done. If we type in uni, and there it is. So you don't have to run this as administrator, just run it. Close that down. Now we have the front end or UI for Winget. And it's a very nice program actually. So I use it all the time. Formerly known as Winget UI. Right, let's see. It's open. So it will accept collect anonymous user. Nah, I don't wanna decline that. Anonymous data. No, thank you. So yeah, you can search for anything. Discover packages. So let's just type in. I don't know why I'm searching for that, but that's a a legacy thing. Winamp, there it is. You can actually install it and update it and whatever. So Chocolately is part of this package as well. So it's just a I think a third party repository and so on. An installer as well. So it uses both. Yeah, just stop that. Anyway, installed packages. You can click on installed packages. Let's make this big. Boom. Oh yeah, before I go, I can go to settings to make this dark. So where will this be? General preferences, user interface. Follow the color scheme. Yeah, put it on dark. Much better. Much better. Anyway, so software update. So this is the package that's installed on this new Windows install. As you can see, app installer dev Windows. I think I've cancelled that other one and actually cancelled the updates. So now you can just, these ones need update. As you can see, the version numbers is different. You can just say update selected packages and it will start updating them. So we can just click that, we'll update it here, and you don't have to worry about it ever again. Right, so installed packages. This is all the installed packages on this Windows installation. But you don't have to actually come into this, open up this window. It will sit in the background. If I close it, it will sit in the background and it will remind you if there is an update. And then you can just pretty much say yes, update. Or if you don't even want to do that, you can go into settings. And I know it's somewhere. Let's make it bigger again. Let's see if we can find it. Pre-release, no. We should leave that. Where is the automatic update? User interface preference, notifications. You can disable notifications, but then you don't know if it needs to update. Startup options. I think it's this. Still available updates automatically. So if you just want to just never know about any updates ever again, you just say that, and it will check every 10 minutes for an update. I usually just set it 1 day. I mean 10 minutes. I think that is what that is. Check for updates every, yeah, 1 day is more than enough, even like a week. Anyway, install updates automatically. You won't get reminders for that, but you might get reminders for saying it has been updated or something like that. So you can just disable all the notifications or keep some of them on. So yeah, there is that. So there's not much that you need to do in here. If you want hands-on, then you obviously will come in here and check things out and so on. You can actually uninstall stuff in here as well by just right-clicking on it and say uninstall. But don't uninstall stuff that's part of Windows. Make sure first. So yeah, I've tried uninstalling it. It can't be done. Not with any debloater I have ever ran. They have that setting, but it never gets uninstalled. Microsoft Edge is called Edge for a good reason. It's edged in to the core of Windows. I don't know, it's there forever. Just ignore it. But you can disable the update for that. Ignore updates for this package. So at least it won't update it. But that could that be a security risk then? You know, those are the questions. So I just quickly check it again. Uninstall. Yes. I'll try to uninstall it. And then let's cancel this. Because I'm gonna wipe this Windows anyway. Anyway, that's part of that. So you can close it. It will run in the background. And so on and so forth. And that is Winget. The update succeeded. What update? Oh, this one. But it's still trying to uninstall that, which it won't be able to do. Yeah, the reminders are not that bad. I mean, it's fine. So if you want it nice and clean, you don't want a GUI just running this in command line in terminal, it's perfect. Winget, upgrade all silent force, updates everything. But if you want to see what's happening, this is a great front end. So yeah, that is pretty much Winget for you. Good.